Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys Quick and Dirty Tips to Work Less and Do More. Oh boy, meetings! I just love meetings! No, I don't. I hate meetings. And it's all because they suck up so much time for so little return. They're the grown-up equivalent of a play date with PowerPoint playing the role of the sandbox. Except the other kids are backstabbing sociopaths whose secret desire is to sabotage you any way they can. Did I say grown-up equivalent? Yeah, strike the grown-up part of that. Meetings suck up so much time because they aren't run well. In past episodes, I've covered assigning roles, having a focused meeting type, and leading a meeting even when you're not the facilitator. But none of those things will help you if you don't know how to use an agenda. Here are 6 tips to creating and sticking to a meeting agenda. Tip number 1 is make an agenda in advance. You can't stay on track unless you know where the track is. An agenda is the track. It's simply a list of topics you'll cover in the meeting, along with how much time you'll spend on each one. For example, Europa is expanding her business empire by opening a new third world country. She says it's cheaper than opening stores in an existing third world country. She set up a decision-making meeting to get her plans moving. Here's her agenda. Approve design of official national flag. Decide whether to purchase land with cash, check, or glass beads. Determine hiring criteria for supplier of do not enter tape to surround the border. Tip number 2 is include time allotments for each topic. Every meeting should have a time limit. Remember, a meeting costs the combined salaries of everyone attending, so even a short one spends a lot of company money. You want them to be as short as possible, and in this case, an hour seems more than enough. As anyone knows, such controversial topics might take hours. When it comes to designing the flag, for example, Bernice favors a fanciful woodland theme with dancing satyrs and glowing fairies. Melvin likes the idea of the world's first flag that includes HTML code. And I, of course, want little squares instead of stars, so the flag can be used as a checklist in the event of a national emergency. Once you've set the total meeting length, choose a time limit for each topic. 5 minutes for the cash check decision, 10 minutes for the hiring criteria, and 45 minutes for the flag design. Setting times for items is a bit of an art. You're balancing the need to give each item enough time against the need to keep the overall meeting to the proper length. That's a good thing. Since items expand to fill all available time, this forces you to figure out your priorities and be realistic about how much time items will take. Tip number 3, send it out for pre-approval. Before the meeting begins, send the agenda to all the meeting attendees. Ask them to send you any changes to the topic list or time allotment. Bernice suggests that we reduce the design to 10 minutes. After all, she says, I have complete confidence you will see the wisdom of my suggestions. Why waste your time when the outcome is preordained? Yeah, right. Make the changes as you see fit, though if you reject someone's suggestion, let them know why. They'll take it well. What's the worst that can happen? They'll bring a voodoo doll of you to the meeting and stick pins into it as the meeting progresses. Free acupuncture. Woohoo! This approval step makes everyone feel listened to, valued, and involved. It's also manipulative as heck and lays the groundwork for a power play. We'll come to that in a minute. Tip number 4 is reconfirm at the start of the meeting. When the time comes for the start of the meeting, give everyone a printed copy of the agenda. Ask quickly for any last-minute changes and add those changes if no one objects. If there are objections to a topic someone wants to add, stick to the original agenda and schedule another meeting, to handle the new topic. Tip number 5, stay on target. Remember I promised you the chance to be a manipulative overlord? This is it. Because everyone approved the agenda and reconfirmed it, it's your instrument of power. Use it to keep things on track. If Melvin wants to bring up the topic of using a cascading style sheet as the country's official flower to go with the flag, Europa can smile sweetly and say, the group has already approved the agenda. We'll put that suggestion in the parking lot. Then she jots on the whiteboard under the heading Parking Lot. If an appropriate agenda item comes up later, she can pull the topic off the parking lot back into the discussion. If the meeting ends, however, with items left in the parking lot, you can schedule a later meeting. Please no, to address those items. Or you can leave them in the parking lot to die of exposure. It is a relatively humane way to go. Tip number 6, only extend an item with the consent of the group. When your timer indicates that you're at the end of a topic in the agenda, you are using a timer, aren't you? Move on to the next topic. If there are no objections, you can extend a topic, but only if you reduce the time for another topic. If a topic looks like it's expanding to fill all available time, Propose to the group that you schedule another meeting. No, please, no. And either dedicate that meeting to the scary expanding topic, or handle it now and use that meeting to get to the rest of today's agenda. As you can imagine, we never got to items 2 and 3 of our agenda. We're still discussing the flag. Polka dots instead of stars. Really? Europa looks ready to explode, and I've casually suggested she open a normal retail store rather than an entire country. She put that suggestion in the parking lot. I hope your meetings fare better and stick, happily, to your agenda. This is Steve Robbins. Email questions to getitdone@quickanddirtytips.com. I help successful people create exceptional careers by understanding what's holding them back, whether it's real or simply their fears, and finding ways to move forward. If you want to know more, visit steverrobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.